Ladies and gentlemen, the Robert and Kalyn Get Rich Show.
Cue the music!
That's right, you are listening to the Robert and Kalyn Get Rich Show. This is episode 69. Today is Saturday, September the 14th, 2025. I'm Robert Kimmel, your host. Sunday, just like I said. September 14th. Maybe we live in a crazy different world where the 14th is on a Saturday. It's like the Indian time zones that are on half hours, okay? This is halfway into Saturday, halfway into Sunday.
We're currently on the date.
One thing we also are currently is Robert Kimmel, your host, and Kalyn Kimmel, your other host. We'd love for you to hit the like and subscribe button and send this to all your friends. I should say that after I tell you all the topics we're going to talk about. We are going to talk about Fannie Mae. What?
Oh, I both did that one. Costco memberships and if they're worth it for one product.
The proper way to answer tough questions in an interview.
Professionalism.
Fannie Mae.
Who needs that shit?
Fannie Mae? Who needs Fannie Mae?
No. Yeah.
Spirit Airlines.
Assassinations. Just kidding. Not really.
Warner Brothers Discovery and their impending acquisition merger.
Yeah.
This is like the worst introduction we've ever done.
That's
it. There's one thing we did not talk about, however.
That's financial or investment advice.
Correct.
We don't give that shit. We don't do that.
I'm glad you didn't say raccoon rape because that would...
We did actually talk about
a little bit, but only to say we don't talk about it.
We can't help ourselves. It's
It's very meta. It's very meta. We only talked about how we weren't going to talk about it. So.
Right.
All right. Well, with that, Kalyn, I think we should kick off the show. What do you say?
Cool. Here we go. Whichever one I look the prettiest in, I don't care if it looks.
You look gorgeous no matter the lighting. Are you kidding?
Oh, Robert.
You're radiant.
Such a nice brother. Yeah, that's why it takes me forever to get ready.
You suffer for your beauty, don't you? Your vanity. So I'm counting on you to pick me up, Kalyn. You've got to get me in a good mood, and
I'm here for
you
it.
usually are a ray of sunshine when on a cloudy day.
I don't know if that's sarcastic or not.
Kind of. Sometimes,
I'm like, we do have
yes.
fun, but also I'm kind of a bitch in general. Like, not kind of. I just am. I own this. Oh, I'm so glad that you're drinking a Snapple right now. So I decided, like, okay, I'm gonna get a Costco membership, and I talked like Jeff into splitting one with me, so it's not that expensive because I want to get Snapple. It's a much better deal.
Yes.
From going with Andrea to Costco. So the guy talks me into getting the premium membership, which is okay. Like, we'll come back to that, but like, we go walking around the store, and I'm like, man, the last time they had Kinder Bueno and they had Snapple, those are the two things that I want, right? And what do you know? In the Houston market, Costco doesn't sell Snapple. Nor do they sell Kinder Bueno. And I was like, motherfucker!
Yeah. They pull that shit all the time where they're like, the thing that you love and is your favorite, it lasts like a couple of months and then you're done and then it'll reappear 2 years later or something. Like all the time Costco does that.
So it actually is good that I got the premium membership because that is 100% refundable. So I can just cancel it completely right now and get my money back. Yeah. Thank fucking God. Cause, like,
it's not a fair amount, isn't it?
Now I'm like, I have no
bucks?
reason. Right. Anyways, they did have the burrata, so that's good. That was like the only redeeming thing in that trip. Of course, it's like insanely crowded. Everybody's like assholes. It's the worst as far as driving the cart around. Like, people do not give a shit. If they're blocking you, they're walking like right in front of you, they cut you off, no, I'm like, why is everyone an asshole here?
Makes you want to like kick over the sample stand and be like,
seriously,
get the fucking, get your sausages and your little tray cupcake wrappers out of the aisle.
I start being passive aggressive, like kind of too loudly saying, like, man, people are really inconsiderate about how they drive their carts, aren't they, Jeff? Like, things like that, you know? Like,
that's awful.
Yeah, well, I didn't do it, but I was like walking around, steam coming out, or smoke coming out of my ears, or whatever.
Whatever that saying is.
Well, like, yeah.
You were there on a weekend, right? It sounds. That's your big mistake. So, if you have an executive membership, you can come an hour before normal people.
You can also go early if you have an old person with you. Okay?
That's bullshit, man. Who thought of that?
It's like an early bird special kind of thing. Oh, you found your M&Ms.
I did it, and see if I can pick this thing up without spilling it. The note's still on there to remind myself what a great guy I am.
Yeah.
Sweeten my disposition.
Yeah. With the Costco thing, I'm a single person. Why do I need to buy in larger quantities? You know, as we're leaving, Jeff was like, yeah, I mean, it's not really, like, what either one of us need to, like, buy in bulk. I'm like, yeah, why did you go along with this idea? He's like, you kind of talked me into it. And I was like, why? Because I said they had Snapple? Like, I'm like, I mean.
Listen,
anyway.
we got to go to this store. They have Snapple. Yeah,
I need you to put money into a membership with me so like,
I can buy
whatever.
cheap Snapple.
Yeah. Like, okay, I'm in. It's just like agreeable, you know. Oh, you want to do that? Sure, let's do it. Fine, that sounds good.
Yeah.
It's only $30, you know, until I buy the premium membership.
And all of a sudden it's like, 65. Now you're on the hook for 65
yeah,
bucks.
like I know this deal keeps getting worse. Like,
we gotta buy 50 cases of discounted Snapple for this to pay off.
Right. I was like, oh, they do have the big ass bins of spinach that I get, and they're 50 cents cheaper than they are at Kroger.
There you go.
Saving money.
100,
like,
yeah.
Spend $65 a year to save 50 cents once a month, maybe.
If you eat 260 cans of spinach or whatever, then you're in business.
Cans of spinach.
I thought can was a container.
No, bin.
Bins. I heard cans or my brain.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I was having a hard time envisioning the industrial can, and then you're like, ba-da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah, I'm like,
We grew up eating canned spinach, Kalyn.
Yeah.
That's when the wheel spun and landed on canned spinach. It was like, oh God, tonight is gonna be rough.
Yeah, no kidding. Like
which fruit did we land on the wheel? Is it fruit cocktail or is it pears day again?
Yeah. Daniel Tosh has a joke. Spinach is a lot like anal sex. If you're forced to have it as a child, you won't enjoy it as an adult.
Kalyn will mark off our acceptable topics list.
So we need to be less racist. And tone down the over-the-top sex talk.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do we got left? I don't even know.
So how was church?
That leaves Donald Trump. Yeah. Charlie Sheen, part of his new book is that he didn't have full-on gay intercourse, but he's had romantic dalliances in the homosexual arena.
I didn't know that he had a book out, but I know there's a movie on Netflix, a 2-part movie about him.
Supposed to be captivating.
Yeah. They keep telling me to watch it, so I probably will. Man, when he had that breakdown or whatever, I was like, this is the best thing that's ever happened in the world. I love it. Like, the whole winning
the winning phase, yeah.
He's like, what am I doing? I'm winning. Then he did some comedy skit where he was kind of making fun of himself.
Yeah.
And he's pretending to have a show where he's a chef.
Yeah.
And but he doesn't cook anything, and he smokes tons of cigarettes, and puts cigarettes out in steaks and stuff, and but he's acting crazy. It's great. You know who I haven't seen anything about in eons is Emilio Estevez, his brother.
Huh. Yeah. No, I don't know. How do you get the name Emilio Estevez when your brother is Charlie Sheen and your father is Martin Sheen? I
think that he did it on purpose because he wanted to have a fucking struggle. That's what I heard.
He wanted to have the fucking struggle.
He didn't want it to be nepotism got him the role or whatever.
Oh yeah, no,
yeah. Shut up. Yeah, shut up.
That's why. That's why it's still a great mystery who his family is, right?
Right. And it's not like his dad didn't make a phone call hey.
You should check out this kid Estevez. He's pretty good.
Yeah. He's like, hey, you're my agent. Guess who you're also now the agent of is my son.
Yeah. Yeah. Whenever this Charlie Sheen stuff comes out or something like that, I always think, maybe I'm alone in this, but I think, what do the parents think? What does Charlie Sheen's parents think of all of these 14 prostitutes dressed in Nazi uniforms or whatever? And
yeah.
Do I worry more than the average adult? Because there's certainly stuff on TikTok. I'm like, what does your mother think of this? What does your mother think of these tattoos and the locations? And I'm like, am I just a person who seems to worry a lot more about what my parents might think than other grown-ups?
So I was thinking the difference between men and women. If Charlie Sheen was like Charla or whatever.
Charla Sheen? That's the best we could do.
I don't know.
Charlotte Sheen.
Yeah.
That's a terrible name, though. Charlotte
Yeah,
Sheen.
Yeah, Charlotte Sheen is better. But anyway, like, I don't know. I feel like the society, I feel like, comes down much more harshly on females for, like, promiscuous stuff than guys, right? Say the whole, like, sluts versus, like, being a player type thing. But I definitely would worry about that. I told you what Mom said about my wardrobe, right?
Oh, no.
At one point, showed her some shirt that I'd gotten. She's like, "Oh, I like it. It's nice. It's not your usual style. Like, it's not like tight. And I was like, "Okay, Mom, calm down." Like,
Jeez, Mom.
I don't like. Okay, I see that you think I'm a hoe, but like tight.
Man, I don't really think of. I mean, yeah, you have articles that are tight, but it's like there's every drawer in Kalyn's.
Yeah, it's just spandex. That's all I wear. Like everything. I mean, I wear yoga pants a lot.
Yeah.
I'm not fashionable generally.
Yeah.
Like, this is me trying. But if I'm wearing a tight shirt and yoga pants, then everything is pretty tight. But still, like, jeez, Mom, tight.
She wanted me to wear something tight. The Browns t-shirt she bought me for my birthday was medium, and it was like, I'm like, I went from extra large to large.
Yeah, men's sizing is hard. Like, I don't know. I wouldn't know for sure what size to get. Like, I don't think that you seem large. Large sounds big to me.
But between the two, though, it's got to be easier to figure out men's. I mean, many of men's sizes are the actual size of the thing. So 32 by 30 pants, for example, versus an 8 or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, men's shirts, like, a size, like, 16 and a half or whatever. I got some other shirt. It's a Versace shirt, and, like, Versace, I think it's so ghetto in general.
Is that right?
Like, it's like a silver print button-down, and this shirt would, like, fit Shaq. Like, it's freaking enormous. It's huge. It is not your style. Like, picture a rap mogul in a button-down silver shirt that's like fancy, but that's the shirt. Yeah.
I know. I regularly see rap moguls or sports guys or whatever in outfits, and I'm like, man, I kind of wish I could pull that off. The bright purple suit, the plaid suit with silver shirt unbuttoned to my navel,
and like patent leather shoes that are bright orange,
a fedora with a feather that's
yes. We're gonna like wearing a bunch of furs. I don't know.
Exactly. The one thing I feel like I would crush is an ascot, but Andrea won't go for it. She's
what's an ascot? Which one?
Like Fred from Scooby-Doo wears an ascot. It's a neckerchief, but either you can puff it up in front. Like
like a British dude
yeah,
would wear,
think
like
about your smoker's jacket.
Yeah.
The ascot.
God, what's the thing that's called? That's like that cowboy kind of thing.
Bolo?
It's like 2 strips of leather.
The bolo.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I don't know about a bolo.
I'm like, is that what you mean?
Maybe I could.
Like, I'm dying to wear one of those.
What do you see?
I mean, like, I could see why Andrea's like, no, we live in Cleveland. It'd be weird. She's like, he's from Texas. I don't know.
Yeah, this is how you know you're well into middle-aged, a late-aged man, when you're just like, I like bolos, and I'm going to wear them, even if it doesn't make a damn bit of sense, even if it hasn't been fashionable in 50 years.
I mean, it probably still is in like New Mexico and stuff.
There's...
Like, like the desert, a place that you maybe could have a horse and whatever. Like, that would all make sense together.
And all the young people have moved to the coast, so to the people that would have told Grandpa you can't pull off a bolo anymore, but
yeah.
I wear my socks pulled up to my knees with sandals, and I hang out naked in changing rooms, and I wear a bolo because I feel like it.
Yeah, if you have those sock garters, that's real
now
good.
Now we're way out of way. That's an old cat.
Yeah.
Well, nothing holds socks up. I mean, I've never tried a sock garter, so if that works, if what you want is your sock pulled all the way up and to stay there your whole working day, I don't know what the best solution is. Somebody should come to market with this.
Yeah. So if you put on dress socks. What, you fold them over?
Over time, they slide down, and you've got to pull them back up. You just pull them up throughout the day. Sure, elastic holds for a while, but I don't know. Maybe a sock garter does better. Yeah, I feel the guy's pain. I feel his pain.
I know what. I forgot to get your birthday present, and I know what I'm getting now.
Sucker. And I gotta say, arm garters, sleeve garters, like you see in the old westerns, and like dealing cards, like. Those are pretty those are pretty hot.
I agree. Anything that makes you look like you could potentially be in The Godfather. I feel like Sonny wears one of those at one point or whatever.
Three-piece suits.
Love that shit. Hell yeah. I remember in college, me and Nick, if we went to a wedding or whatever, I'm like, please get the vest option, and then you can walk around and be in a three-piece suit or whatever.
Yeah.
Like,
or take off the jacket. You look even more pimp.
I'm walking around next to him like, look at my mafia boss like boyfriend.
Yeah. I bet some of those guys could pull off ascots too.
That's true. You either have to be like gay or like super not gay and probably British or something. I don't know. I'm thinking of these YouTube videos and he's wearing exactly the outfit you're talking. Like he's wearing like a purple like smoker's jacket, ascot. It looks like he's just rich and rolled out of bed, and he has a British accent. It kind of makes me think, are you actually like a duke or something? Like, not a duke, because there's like 7 of those, and they're all 80.
Well, you can look up the most eligible dukes. Yeah, the current duke is 80, but that means there's a duke behind him that's 50, and one behind that's 20, and that cat...
Maybe, yeah.
That cat is the most desirable cat at Oxford, or whatever, so...
Yeah. One of my murder shows was about this Playboy Duke, and he just loved drinking, gambling, and women. And so he was married like 6 times or something, and the last one was to a hooker who killed him. And anyways, his son, I was like, are you married? Yes, sadly. And he's like totally the opposite of his dad, like very responsible and all that.
It skips a generation.
I know, right?
That's what you're supposed to do when you're a duke, though, isn't it? Just freaking run around and go on yachts.
I mean... If I was a duchess, I'd for sure be like out having fun. I'd be doing exactly what I'm doing now, probably. Oh, I wanted to tell you the job interview stuff last week. I was like, man, I don't know what's going on. So we scheduled the interview. Yeah. The invitation comes through, hits my email at 11:30, and then at 3:30 that afternoon they cancel it with nothing, right? And I was like, what's going on? Do we need to reschedule or what? Nobody was responding to me. So I think I'm a good self-assessor as far as if an interview goes well or not, because most of the time they don't, and I'm very aware of it, Right. But these two both went quite well. We had a good rapport. I wasn't nervous. I felt like it was a good conversation. I didn't hate every moment of it, So this guy sent an email in response, like, hey, do you have time to talk today? And I was like, sure. This is after a day of nobody talking to me at all. And then he texted me a couple hours later, do you have time to talk today? And I was like, as I said in the email that I responded 2 hours ago, yes, I have time to. And then he doesn't say anything back. The end of the day comes around. I text him again, did you still want to connect? And he texts me back at 7 o'clock. Oh, sorry, can we connect tomorrow morning? I'm like,
he's pulled in a lot of different directions, this guy.
Yeah, so the next morning comes along, and I said, like, just reach out whenever it's convenient. Nothing happens. Like 1 o'clock, I call him, and he didn't answer.
Like,
but
dude, you're killing me here. Come on.
I'm like, hey, I just happened to be free, and I thought I'd give you a buzz in case you were too. Give me a call whenever. And I'm like, okay, are you guys blowing me off? Because just fucking blow me off then if you're, like.
This is how we torture people. We string them like, just get a little nibble,
Yeah, I'm like, this can't be something good, right? Because if they were like, okay, we actually don't even need to do the 3rd interview because we love you. Fucking here's the offer. It would have happened already. But then, like, I also don't think that they're like, just really stringing me along, like, just for the fun of it, like, to just tell me, like, no, we're not gonna, no.
They go into the office. This is how we do things in this company. They're like, all right, wait, we got one. We got a sucker.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which play should we run? Let's run Tango Whiskey Zombie. Okay, here we go. Here's what you do. Send her an email. Tell her you want to connect. And then ghost her.
Like, push really hard to set up all these interviews. Then keep on making sure she's going to talk to us, but, like, don't actually call her. Don't call her.
Be like, are you available right now? And then put your cell phone on silent for 4 hours.
Exactly. Yeah. So, like, I go into, like, therapy, and I'm like, hey, so I'm going to have my phone out because I'm waiting for this call, right? And, like, of course, Nothing. As I'm walking to my car, the guy texts me, "Are you free now?" And I'm like, "Absolutely." As soon as I see it, I'm like, "Okay, you will call me right now." And he calls, so the person I was supposed to interview with had an emergency business trip, and he's like, "But we got feedback from the other two, and we've decided we're gonna go in a different direction. But they both really, really liked you. Definitely think there's a spot for you here. We've all been very impressed with your professionalism." And I was like, "No one has ever said that before."
Wait a minute. Are you sure you talked about the right person? Everybody.
Yeah.
You said Kalyn Kimmel with a K, right? Not
yeah,
Caitlin.
People are like, "Wow, so professional." Like, I was like, "Man, I should go into acting. Maybe I've got it." Like, I fooled all of you. But anyways, he works over a bunch of different verticals and is talking to them about potential roles and stuff that I would fit into. So
this is the whiskey stage of the Tango Whiskey Zombie.
Yeah,
play.
I know.
Right?
Now I'll never hear from them again.
They're like, I know what to tell her. Tell her she came across as professional.
She was like so professional, had so many tangible skills, but we're not interested. But like,
but
somebody else
it's the kind of thing you might like
if
you like that kind of thing. Look good on you.
Yeah, I don't want any part of that at all. But yeah.
So call her up and tell her she was.
Yeah.
I can't even get it out. Tell her she was.
Like, as soon as I hung up, I was calling everybody to tell them that. I called Mom first, and I
They called me
told her the same thing. Mom. Yeah, and she laughed her ass off.
It's like, what would their comments on this podcast be? That were insightful and well scripted. They must be geniuses.
I don't know.
Yeah.
When I've shown clips to Mom and Dad,
I didn't mean Mom and Dad.
Dad's
I meant the
been like,
company. I meant the people who told you were a professional. They watch our podcast and they'd be like, "Oh, they're so polished and well prepared."
She doesn't sound like a Valley girl at all.
I mean, in my endless stream of next to listen to podcasts, one came up that was about podcasts, and the title was "Remove Filler Words to Sound More Professional" or something. And I'm like, hey, perfect. Maybe they have some exercises, some things to try, whatever. Well, it turns out the filler word she was really out to get was, if the host asks you a question, don't say, "That's a great question" or "That's a good question." It makes you sound like you're not prepared, that you're filling time, and it puts the spotlight back on the host's genius instead of your own expertise. And I was like, lady, we got bigger fish to fry here, you know?
Does this apply to interviews also? Because I feel like that's what they tell you to do. If you're like, if you get a question that's kind of tough, then just like,
she gave four things you should say instead, like things like, in our experience, you know, I can't even remember what they all were, but at that point I had kind of tuned it out because I was like, I got way bigger filler words to worry about than that. If my biggest sin on this podcast is saying
that you occasionally say like, "Oh,
good question, Kalyn." Like, people are like, "Oh my God, good question."
Like,
turn that
unsubscribe.
Yeah. But I hear that. I also hear "great question," "good question," whatever everywhere I go. Everything I listen to, like,
right.
I mean, I think that's what they teach people to say, just as a filler, you know.
Right. If you need a second to like put an answer together, then rather than just like going, well,
let me think.
Or like, I don't know.
She was basically saying your scripting and your messaging is not good enough if you have to use these filler phrases, and I'm like, okay.
But she's talking about if you're being interviewed on a podcast.
Yes, that's what it ended up being. So it was doubly, not useful.
So when we go on to like Joe Rogan,
when Joe Rogan has us on, one thing we do,
we'll be
out our ass.
If I hear you say "that's a great question," I'm leaning over and punching you in the face.
Throw a chair at me.
I'm like, "You're done, Robert."
Damn it,
like,
Robert, we talked about this.
One
shot at Rogan and.
God, you're making it look like
he knows how to ask good questions.
Yeah, and we don't know. We've got nothing going on, and we're just making him. I don't like anything about her answer, like her response to that. I'm like, I think it's okay. I mean, try to like lean on something else. Don't say it every question. Good question. Good question. Good question.
Yeah. In my experience, and then you hope your brain catches up. I mean. You're obviously saying it to give your brain 5 seconds to,
Right. I'd say, do we edit out? You do editing in this podcast, right? Okay, good.
and Rogan would be like, no, we don't.
Like,
no, we just play 3 hours. And
and I'll be like,
you've watched the show.
I'll just.
Wait, what was all that? Did Rogan have something to do with that?
It was me being anxious, like, oh no, I can't say that it's a good question because I don't know.
So all I'm gonna say is
basically it was like. Yeah.
We should send that to this woman and say, we have taken your advice to heart, so now I get a question.
Yeah.
And the people are like, my God, this woman is professional, and she knows what she's talking about.
Yeah. That's what I do on interviews.
Yeah, sure.
They're like, tell me about yourself, and I'm like, that's a good question. Oh no! Like,
have you seen my penis cup? Interview techniques 101.
That's right. I'm retired.
That's what I sometimes tell people.
Yeah.
People like,
no, that's what I've started to think. Like, that's what me and my brother are. Though he's starting a business, so there's that.
Yeah, people ask what I do for a living. I'm like, kind of nothing. I mean, like, I have multiple things.
This and that.
Yeah.
Like,
how well do we know each other? Like, how much do I care if you get the right answer to this question? Like,
right. Yeah. I mean, you could halfway be a day trader if you wanted to. With your money.
Sure.
I have thought about, I don't know. But like, it was getting me pretty down this week with the interview stuff, and so I'm like, man, I don't know how much more of this shit I've got in me. Like, this whole fucking this whole
right.
thing. Like, maybe it's time to call it a day on this whole line of like work and life. Like, maybe I could like amp up Poshmark, get some stuff going on with the real estate, but whatever, which I'd have to start again, but whatever. Like, and, I have money still that, like, maybe I should start doing more trading on a regular basis, whatever. Like, see if, like, I can do something with that. Also, King is supposed to, like, he used to be a seller on Amazon, and, like, so they sold those wet hairbrushes.
Right.
But it was all fulfilled by Amazon, so he just bought, like, a, huge number, whatever.
He's just putting his money at risk on hairbrushes.
But he's out now, but like they did really well with that. But he like knows all the inside stuff on that, so I could at least like get information from somebody who's been successful with it.
Yeah.
There are other avenues I could pursue.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like I told you a year or something ago, I was like, man, you could just like embrace this like alternative lifestyle, you know?
Yeah. I mean, the healthcare is a thing that sucks with it, but healthcare costs, like whatever, insurance. Because I think like, I don't know, I think I'm going to have trouble next year if I don't have a job, whatever, getting it at a good price again. I've got to file some tax returns. I'm behind on that. I'm like, yeah.
Frank's like, I hasn't done it in 5 years or something. He's like, I don't do it. I hate the government, and I'm not filing these taxes. So come and get it. Yeah. I'm like, they might.
Like, I mean, how many exceptions do you put in there? Like, maybe he's due money.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you just don't know if you don't actually file. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, still that whole system's stupid. I didn't do it 1 year because I was like the year I sold the house. I for whatever reason was like anxious about the capital gains on that money, and I was like, well, I don't want to pay it, so I'm not going to file tax. And like I should have known this already from real estate stuff, but I learned in one of my real estate classes that like if it's under $250,000 for an individual or $500,000 for a couple as gains on the sale of a house
on your primary residence.
Yeah, you don't pay.
Yeah.
I mean, right.
Plus, and I don't know what the brackets are, but the lowest capital gains bracket is 0, up to some number. So, it probably wouldn't be too bad.
So, like, I didn't make over $250,000 on the house.
Right.
I didn't make that profit. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like,
yes. I know what that means.
Sold for more than that, but yeah. Anyway, but so I was worried for nothing, but also like. I had a like kind of crooked accountant, which is one of the people I want in my world.
Yeah,
like I want a like sketchy lawyer, a sketchy accountant,
right?
preferably somebody like, who has connections in the banking world so they can give me insider trading tips.
Yep.
But but anyway, like she lives fucking an hour and a half away basically now. She moved or whatever, that's where her office is. And I'm like, when I didn't have AC and all of that stuff, I'm like, I don't want to drive way out there and like then you're like, yeah, so I've been unemployed this whole whatever. So.
Man, I didn't know your sketchy accountant was a woman. I just envisioned sketchy accountant to be a man.
Sexism. Sexism.
I know.
Like,
here's some of those mind bender questions. If you imagine someone, right, and like you imagine my accountant, and then I tell you my accountant moved to a different office, do you start imagining him with a different background? Or if I say that he got a haircut, do you imagine? Does the accountant in your imagination have shorter hair or... Or if I say, like, I switched to a different account, do you now imagine a new person?
I'm like, oh, yeah, this guy's he's a ginger. He's ginger this time, huh?
Yeah, except he shaves his head, so, now you gotta imagine this bald ass.
Yeah, now he's a bald ginger.
Does that happen? Is that a thing? Are there bald gingers?
You know, January for a while was dating a guy who was a ginger, or like he's like Scottish, whatever. So
that's one form of ginger, yeah.
And, and I was like, huh, what do babies that are half ginger, half Chinese look like? And she was like, Mexican. And I was like, what? I'm like, man, that's weird. I would never have picked that.
It's like halfway in between. They drew the lines, and
But I'm like, really? Between Asian and ginger is Mexican? Like, I feel like that's like the.
You gotta take the curve lines. Don't you remember to get straight the shortest path on a sphere is a curve?
Yeah. But I'm like, I feel like regular white people are between ginger and
No, there's yeah, you're right, because they're real pasty white and sort of yellow. Yeah.
Right. But I guess dark haired though, and like so, but like. Yeah,
Mexicans range from everything to, well, you know.
I know, yeah.
It depends on
here we go down the
how recently they're yeah, right. Isn't this off limits?
Yeah, I know. It's on the not allowed topic
the no fly list.
Yeah.
So now imagine my Mexican accountant. I told you.
Mine is Mexican.
Do you imagine him working on accounting in a sombrero? Does he have a mustache automatically?
Man, there was one time I was living at Waverly and I was like sleeping in one day. It wasn't that late, but whatever. I like, it's morning and I'm like, oh my God, what is that fucking racket? And I go down, like, I go downstairs and look out the window, and like, it's a mariachi band walking down my street, like playing, and I'm like, what in the fuck is happening? Like, where are you going?
They're playing
like,
as they
walk. There's not
walk.
a Mexican restaurant around here or anything.
It's not a Saint Day.
This is a neighborhood. Like, yeah. Like, if you're going to a party, then like, where's your vehicle that's getting you? You guys don't have to play all along the way so that like people hear you coming. Like,
it's one of the rules of being a mariachi band is you have to play everywhere you go. You have to walk.
Yeah. Like, if you're walking, then like you better be like.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
They were all wearing sombreros.
Yeah,
they were in the whole get-up, white. Yeah, I mean, if it was just a bunch of dudes playing mariachi instruments without the outfits, then I'd be like, this is even weirder.
Would you know it was mariachi?
I mean, there's like 20 dudes in a mariachi
Can
band.
be.
Like,
they go from...
There's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. There were like 8 to 12 guys when I looked out, carrying various instruments, including that like...
The big one.
Guitar.
Can you imagine if you hired the mariachi band and they weren't wearing the mariachi outfits and they're like, yeah, we don't do that. That's not our thing.
Yeah,
we're contemporary dress.
Right.
Like, what the fuck?
Like, you guys need to specify that on your website because
listen,
definitely it's part of your charm.
I hire a mariachi band for 2 reasons. One,
right.
And then 2, the outfits, the big sombreros, the fringe, all of it. So
yeah.
and they're like, well,
So,
you should check out our Oom Papa band. They don't wear lederhosen. They're dressed in like overalls.
Yeah, if you're yodeling on the side of a mountain, like you better be wearing.
Yeah, you cannot do that.
Or playing one of those things, those like long things that like in the Ricola commercial, like that they're playing.
Yeah, you can't do that in sweatpants, son. You gotta wear that. No, you gotta dress the part, okay?
Dress up proper.
You're not gonna sell any licorice candy if you don't. Or whatever Ricola is made of. 27 herbs and spices or something.
Yeah. Ricola.
Boy, that is a callback. I bet they sold a ton of fucking candy.
Yeah, I still buy them.
Yeah.
No, I mean, they're for like sore throats.
But that marketing campaign made them $1 bazillion, I bet. Same as Mentos, you know.
Right, the fresh maker. Oh, yeah.
Ding!
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
I know. Like, we never made one that, like, felt American either. It was always, like, the weirdly, like, European. Like, it's like a girl can't fit in the parking spot, but she's driving a car that's, like, clearly in Europe, you know, and, like, 4 big guys come and pick it up and put it in this. Like, none of them ever were like, here's a bunch of Americans doing stuff. It always seemed like Europeans doing stuff.
Well, you can always tell the European ads, too, because there's no dialogue. So you can overdub it with the announcer having any language, right? And the people, so no Mentos commercial. Do the people like talk to each other?
Right. She's just like driving and she's like,
what do I do now? I can't. Yeah. Ding.
Yeah, you see the light bulb go.
Exactly. But you're right. You're like, hey, you want to bust Mentos? Come on. Come correct if you're going to bust into the American market, you know. Hire Charlie Sheen, pimp your stuff.
Right.
You know? One thing I just recently saw, speaking of European kind of countries, a Lego commercial. This is the first time I've ever in my life seen a Lego commercial, and it was terrible.
I feel like I've seen Lego commercials, but maybe I've just seen the trailers for the Lego movie or something like that.
Imagine the Lego movie barfed a happy, you know, like the countryside was populated with flowers, and then animals and dragons and castles pop up, and and you're like, and they're like, here's Lego, and you're like, no, I don't want any. I don't
get yours
want
today.
Yes.
Yeah.
Except there's no words in it again because it's to be multinational.
Right. Legos sell themselves. You don't need a commercial.
Legos are amazing because they don't really have any patents or anything. You can't. I mean, there's 3 or 4 other brands that copy them, but they somehow command this incredible premium, where it's like they're basically selling these things for 10 cents a piece.
Yeah, sometimes more. It is crazy how much those kits are. Like, I saw the Great Wave buy Lego at Micro Center, oddly enough. I'm like, why does Micro Center sell Legos? But okay. It was $100 at Micro Center, which is crazy.
Yeah.
I bought the first one I got at Salvation Army or whatever. So I was like, I don't even know if this has all the pieces. It was $5. The second one, I paid $30 for the Chinese knockoff version.
Right.
That still seems like a lot to me.
Yeah.
For a Lego kit.
I have so many questions. Yeah, $30. One of my bucket list things is going to be to tour the Lego warehouse, because I just am dying to know. They come up with a Harry Potter set, and they have a wand piece or a chair or something like. Do they stock those chairs? Is there some box in some warehouse that has 4,000 of these wooden chairs? Obviously, the standard 2x2 brick that's this thick, you've got to stock that in all the colors and tons of them.
Yeah.
And you stock the heads with nothing painted on them, maybe, Right. So they must have Gaylord upon Gaylord of little yellow heads, but palm fronds from your Barbie set, is that a stocked item? Or when they design the thing, do they look, okay, what's already in the library,
Yeah. I mean, I don't know where they get off pricing their shit so expensive. The markup must be a fucking million X or whatever. But they know their market.
Yeah, but if you're making some of these parts one-off, and you got to take inventory risk, and then you got to kit all this stuff. So you got this bag, and it's got 50 different types of pieces in it. So how do they do that? Is that people in the warehouse going? Got to have 4 wheels, 4 tires, 4 of these brown axles, 2 of these cap pieces, into the bag.
Yeah.
Do they automate that in some way where you're just like, you punch in the code, this bag's got to have 2 of these 5?
Yeah.
You know,
The business is a mystery to me, for sure. I hope you do get to tour the Lego factory one day.
it's like a efficiency engineer's dream or nightmare.
My guess is that it will end up being the dream. So I saw a thing where a guy was talking about what are the most expensive Lego kits per piece, something. The first one was like a Chewbacca or something.
Yeah.
Just so it's a guy, and then like you put on his belt thing that Chewbacca wears over his shoulder. Like basically, that's it. And that one was like $15 or something. And so like per piece, that was very expensive because it's basically 3 pieces, you know.
Oh, I thought you were going to tell me these are the ones that went to auction and they fetched, $78,000.
Oh, no.
You know for damn sure there's somebody out there that's got
100%. Yeah, first ever like Lego branded like
this
you
and
have
that and
mint
original
condition,
box
like all
and
its
all
pieces.
yeah, exactly.
Got a fucking fortune.
Instructions
Like,
still in the box and
like you can basically trade it for the Hope Diamond, like you know.
You go to conventions and they're like the original Tron, you know, the one from the Happy Meal for Bad News Bears, van or whatever. Like, So, I was actually planning to go to the portfolio earlier than usual today, but we ended up.
We don't have any news to cover.
I have a few leftovers from last week, but I don't know how good they would be. And I thought the portfolio news this week was actually more interesting. So you can see there's a nothing day on Wall Street on Friday. But wait a minute, what the hell? The past portfolio? Who the hell does shit about that?
Who fucking cares? I mean, I do. I do want to know how.
Passport. Well, Wayfair just keeps crushing it. We will see the passport.
Yeah. Oh.
So we are now at almost 50% up. Okay.
Hell yeah, we are. Look at that chart. That's a nice looking chart.
This was a rough period here. We're like, we started out below water, so you got to be a patient investor, kids. You know,
Yeah.
You know, we've been off to the races. I should pull up the side by sides, and we'll come back to Get Rich Portfolio.
Okay.
We have taken the lead from Justin in a huge way.
Yeah.
Suck it,
what does that
Justin.
Say?
He's got
48%, and where he's at 43.
You got it. You got it.
So the past portfolio is up 17%.
Yeah, and that's like all Wayfair. That's also helping Justin a lot because that was one of his stocks. We never should have done that.
Yeah.
We should have bought Wayfair just to keep up with Justin. That's our bad. We're not that smart, but anyway. So yes, this portfolio is up 47.7%. By the way, AA, our latest investment, doing okay for being a week old.
Alcoa.
You knew it. You knew it. You took one.
Hell yeah, I do. Now I do. I'm like, I love this company. Fucking making billets and shit.
Billets.
I didn't even know what
I invest in every billet maker I see, you know?
Hell yeah. If I hear about one, I'm like, how can I get in on this?
Who else makes billets around here? All right. We're going to do a stock screen on billet makers. That's what we'll do. But of course, our friend
Fanny.
Yeah, look at this number, 14.64. So
I think I saw it higher when I looked at one point last week. It might have been Friday during the day. I don't know, but like I thought it was up. It was in the 15.
It has been above 15
like,
here.
So like,
I'll get the.
What do we do here?
No, I figured it out. I woke up in my sleep actually one night, and I'm like, "What? Okay. Wait a minute. What am I doing?" All right, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put a bunch of money against it. Right. I'm gonna buy a bunch more.
Okay. I thought you were like, I'm gonna short Fannie Mae. I'm like, wait, that's what you're gonna do? Like, that was not what I was gonna say at all.
Yeah. So here's the past week or whatever. Right, it basically jumped from this 10 to 12 range all the way up to 14s, 15s. So early in the week, I'm like, it's running. I can tell. It's time.
Right. I feel like it too. I feel that way also. Yeah. I've been like, maybe I should buy some more. I mean, I obviously should have bought more, like, when we bought this.
Yeah.
But
but well, like, I'm like killing myself because I'm like, I should have done this strategy earlier.
This is my problem exactly. I like, yes. It's like, I keep kicking myself about the opportunity that I missed. And then I'm like, okay, how do I not do that? Like, I'm still like, man, why didn't I buy Reddit? Why didn't I buy Reddit? Why didn't, still going up. But I'm like, I should have bought it. Like, what the fuck? So tell me what we're doing.
I made a big investment in Fannie Mae, right?
Yeah, you did this last week?
Yeah, my timing was good. I've made a bunch of money on this already. I probably like.
Man, why didn't you tell me?
I
just
now
won.
I'm telling
You could have told me last week when it was 12
You're
bucks.
still money good. It's 14 something, right? It's either going to double.
Okay.
This is either going to double or it's going to go to $2.50, right? But you don't have to lose all that money, right? So I put in the big bet, and then I put in a stop. Okay, so at the time it was at 12 something. I said, we're buying, we're going. This thing's running, I can tell. So then I said, but if the price goes below $10, sell. So I put in the stop. So I could lose $2 on my investment. I could lose 15 or 20%, or I could almost triple my investment. And that seems like a really good, risk reward ratio to me. So I did that in Fannie Mae, and I did it in a couple other holdings.
So are you going to start selling any of that, like, to get profit back?
At this point, I've decided I'm running this one. If it hits 30 or thereabouts, I'll probably chicken out earlier. But, if I start doubling, then I'll at least take some out, and then I'll probably investigate, all right, are they saying for some reason it's $30 isn't the number? It's going to be something else?
So, I loved your whole, when you noticed the, like, buy in the 5, sell in the 7s or whatever, like, because you did that a bunch of times. Yeah. So that's my only fear in a way. So say we drop back down Monday, we open and it drops to 10 or it drops to 9.50, but then we start going back up.
Like, so this is a concern for day traders, right? So imagine you were doing GameStop, right, when it went on one of these runs, and if you did a daily stop, you could easily get stopped. You could see GameStop doing this, up, down, so you could get stopped out, sold, and then it comes back up and you miss it. But this is taking so long to develop. Like, all right, if we get stopped out, we still have time to say, okay, well, do I want to put my money back in? Or
right. I mean, I just think that, like, the 5 to 7, like, how often were you buying and stuff?
I did that 3 or 4 times.
But, like, I mean, you bought and then you were selling, like, within a couple of days, right?
Yeah, sometimes. Well, that's why I picked $10 too, because like if it goes from 15 to 10, that's a different than a 5 to 7 type bouncing around in a range like this. That's a real move. And then I can say, is there some news in the market or something? Like, I could up my stop too at this point and say, okay, now my minimum's $12.50. Now that we're up at $15 or something. Oh, I mean, I might even do that. I could put my stop in as my prior where I purchased it before. So now I'm risking 0 to make double. That sounds pretty good. As I'm talking through it, that sounds all right.
Right.
So
right. Yeah, you're in the green or in the red. Wait, you're in the black. Yeah, black, not green or red.
That's right. Green's your closest. But What did Pulte say today, that motherfucker?
I know. That guy.
I even went and looked for, I didn't see anything in the news, at least when back here in the 12s.
I saw something. When I saw it was 15, I saw something about they had finalized some deal to sell off whatever it is. Like,
okay.
I don't know. Some debt consolidation type
Lutnick hints at Fannie Mae Freddie Mac IPO in 2025 to show the mark-to-market worth to the American taxpayers' largest IPO in history. So, that was a day ago. So that was one.
I don't know. I think I feel like I want to get in on it too. Maybe I'll see what
you still got a potential double here if the numbers we've heard are not all accurate, and then put in, like I said, put in a stop. Be like, okay, I'll lose 10%, I'll lose 20% or whatever.
Yeah, that's true. I'll have to like really go through and figure out what all the different kinds of things that my stupid stock thing. They're like, do you want to buy like this, sell like
it's
that?
It's a limit. It's a stop. It doesn't say stop. It's like you say you want to sell it. It's a limit sale or something. Right. So
I'll just need to spend a little time. Like I need to write it down because I don't remember. But
So that was exciting. That was one. Yeah. The other big mover. Yeah. WBD. Look at this. Up 16.7%. Warner Brothers. Discovery.
Disney.
Discovery.
No, Discovery.
So.
Okay.
And let me pull up their chart.
I'm very interested in what goes on with all the different streaming and TV and stuff. I feel like there's the we are about to be making some like monopoly and like whatever
consolidation.
Yes, absolutely. And I think there's going to be big moves in this space.
Yeah. Here's the 5-day chart in Warner Brothers, so you can see it was at 1250 and ended the week. So really Thursday was the big day. But yeah, you remember? When we bought this, we said this is a lottery ticket purchase, and we're just banking on maybe somebody will come in and acquire them, right? Well, here's the news.
They are getting acquired.
They are getting acquired. Yeah. Get this. Oh, it was unable. Warner, find it.
When did I buy Warner Brothers? Because I am still very much in the red on Warner Brothers.
No, it hit an all-time high. You can't be on the red. Yeah.
My total gain is negative 42%.
WBD. Oh, maybe you bought it before a merger or something and was called something else.
I guess I bought it at $32.92. I bought one share though. That's all I have of it.
Okay.
So we're not talking about.
You're not too emotionally attached to this one.
No, I don't give a shit. But I'm like, man, that big jump, and I'm still looking fucking rough. The last day change is up 16.5%. I'm still negative 42%. See, this is why I keep things.
It's up 50. It's up like 12 to 18 is like up 50%. So over the past couple days, because Thursday was the big day. But I want to see what was the offer. All right, AI tells me that the offer was somewhere in the low 20s per share. So now the price is just shy of $19. They did say the CEO hopes to get a bidding war started in hopes of achieving as much as $40 per share. So,
I might actually come out on top then.
Yeah,
I might make $8 on this deal or whatever.
I could see us. It might be wise to sell this, because we basically our thesis came true on this one.
Yeah, or we hedge and we sell half of it, and
or we put more in and put in a stop.
Oh yeah, yeah.
In hopes of getting to $40 a share, and then put in a stop. So that's an option.
Yeah, let's do that. So if we have the stop in, then it'll sell all of it. Right?
You tell it how much you want to stop. You want to stop, but if we need a stop on this one, as I think about it, though, because it's like the floor is this offer, unless this. I guess the offer could fall through, so maybe there's no harm putting a stop.
Which we know about.
That does happen.
Yeah, it makes sense to put these stops in on okay, so why don't we put a stop in and say if it goes below 18, if things start going dog shit bad, then if it starts looking like it's gonna go down, then fuck it, let's just get out. You know what I mean? Then
we'll have made 18 on our I forgot what we bought this for, but $18 will still be up over 100%. So anyway,
I mean, well over 100%.
Oh yeah, here we are, $7.89. We paid $7.89, so that would be basically a doubling. And we'll be like, we'll laugh all the way to the bank.
We're cool. I think that sounds like a good plan.
Done. The portfolio.
Yay.
Speaking of, we at least alluded to Spirit Airlines. I heard them in the news again. They filed for bankruptcy a second time. I don't know why you have to file more than once.
What's happening with their headquarters?
You know what? That's exactly what I thought of. I was like, these motherfuckers, they built a $50 million building. Right. What the hell is the matter with you?
Yeah.
You're on the doorstep of either getting acquired, in which case they probably don't need the $50 million headquarters, or you're going bankrupt, and then you for damn sure don't need the 50. Then you're you look like a moron for buying
but they changed. Yeah. They got a new CEO right at the end, though, right? It's is this CEO's specialty bankruptcy? My specialty is running businesses into the ground. Hire me if you need my services.
My name's Donald Trump.
Right?
Confirmed Spirit Airlines is leaving 11 U.S. cities after filing for bankruptcy, including San Diego, Oakland, Portland, and Chattanooga. Well, the United CEO said something negative about Spirit, predicting they would go out of business.
So they? So they said something accurate about Spirit.
And Spirit's not going to put up with that. We don't put up with any accuracy
They're
around here.
Fuck you. Yeah, bankruptcy for the second time. But look at your airlines.
Yeah. Your chicken Alfredo sucks. The article actually says Spirit hits back at United following a hard-hitting series of comments from CEO Scott Kirby this week. Kirby says, it seems unlikely to me that Spirit can keep flying because their customers dislike the airline and don't want to fly. It's all about customers. This all seems pretty accurate, I gotta say. You're onto something, man. You know a little something.
Yeah. Kirby's finally right about something. It's all about customers. Guests love our low fares, especially blah, blah, blah. Okay.
Our guests love low fares, especially our new Spirit First and premium economy options, the airline said.
Maybe that's why United executives can't stop yapping about.
United just keeps talking about it. They're obviously envious of us. The world's largest airlines is
yeah, totally. Who's not envious of Spirit Airlines?
Here, all right.
Yeah. Right. What do we used to call air hostess? That's like stewardess.
Yeah, that was air hostess is like 1950.
Yeah.
Pan Am Airlines, you know.
I like that.
They had no skills whatsoever, like none of the safety stuff.
They were like hired based on. They're like, okay, we need to measure your waist real quick. And, like,
exactly.
Compare that to the ratio of your hips. You know, you're aesthetically pleasing. Don't let your weight get over 120.
The seats don't even have seat belts, but they do have ashtrays. You know.
Right. Smoking on planes. I can't imagine how awful that must have been on some flights.
God.
Like with somebody who smokes a ton. Like if the person next to you just chain smokes the whole flight. Like
you're on a trip to Asia where they all smoke like chimneys.
Yeah,
and
it's 12 hours. Yeah, they got the stinkiest fucking cigarettes in the world, and this guy's gonna burn through 2 packs, like needing to empty the ashtray and shit multiple
and you're all,
times. Like,
and you're already like a little motion sick.
And you're like, this is fucking awful.
All right, I had some leftover news things from last week, but they're dumb. I mean, we could go straight to, we could call it a day.
Go straight to the assassination guy.
I mean, that's a laugh a minute. Yeah.
I know, it was so funny.
I didn't want to talk about that because it's such rich comedy.
I know, I was like, I actually know about news, but it's not funny news.
Yeah, he wrote stuff on the bullets. He's a little bit like Luigi Mangione.
So yeah, it's like, okay, this isn't the way, man. Like, for all the people that like want to like change things, and they're like, I fucking hate that this guy's about this or that, or fucking healthcare system sucks. I have to make a statement about it. Yeah. Like, cool. That is not the way.
No, the best way is like the comedians make fun of the guy. Honestly, the best way is probably argue with him face to face and win the argument.
Right.
And then the second one is like make fun of him like comedians do.
Yeah, you can be politically active, and we can all create a platform now online to spread our ideas or whatever.
Exactly. So go nuts. I mean, that's what we did. We're spreading our ideas.
Right.
You know?
Absolutely.
You know?
We're going to get rich.
That's right. We're very anti-raccoon raping, and we're not for saunas, really.
Not really about feet. Yeah.
Definitely not about feet.
There's certain parts of the world that we are like, I don't want to travel there.
Yeah, because of the saunas and their racist.
Yeah, and ice fishing and stuff.
Yeah, we've declared you should have a limit to the number of sex dolls you have.
Right.
Bolos, not in style. Bolo. You live in Texas, you're supposed to know what a bolo is. Like Barolo.
Are we talking about Zwillo again?
Zwillo. Cool whip.
No, Bolo.
B-O-L-O. It's a great crossword puzzle word. It's amazing for spelling bee. You can do Lobo and Bolo. You know?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. If there's a K in there, you can do book. So, yeah.
Ooh.
Boob.
Yeah. And that's like what's the word?
Palindrome is the word you're looking for.
Palindrome.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, do you know what it's called when you're a person who is afraid of palindromes?
No, I don't.
I don't know how you say it. Share screen. This is the word.
Oh, I could see why.
Did you say anything about this phobia? It is phobia spelled backwards.
Oh. Right. Okay. All right. It's a clever joke. We will include this in our title today. I have phobophobia.
Yeah.
I have phobophobia.
Yeah.
All right. We're not going to outdo that, Kalyn. It's time to stop talking and start playing music. Cue the music.
Yeah.
You've been listening to Robert and Kalyn Get Rich. Leave us 5-star reviews, write us a review, give us a thumbs up, do all the things. Send us an email at robertandkalyngetrich@gmail.com. Kalyn is spelled K-A-L-Y-N. Just one thing you should never do.
Take this as financial or investment advice.
Yeah. Especially this thing with putting a lot of money against Fannie Mae and the stops and all that. Just like, please.
I mean, you guys should all just invest. Just invest.
In other things.
After I do.
Do you. You do you. Do not come sue us. Yeah. All right. right. Well, if you do sue us, we'll be suing you soon in court. It'll be the most attention we've gotten in a long time, I think. So, anyway. All right. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.